The NFL picks for week 12, I think we are at next week. Commanders and Eagles. The Commanders are going to defeat the Eagles in that game. Both teams would have three losses. The Philadelphia is the home team, and I do like the Commanders to be 4-2 away from home because it's the Commanders. That's Camacho at 42. So I do like Washington to defeat the Eagles to still remain in the hunt for the divisional title. The Raiders and the Dolphins. I do like the Dolphins to win on Monday Night Football. So with that being said, the Dolphins are the team that's going to remain in the playoff picture since the Jets lost. So Miami's going to be 2-3 at home like Gamache of Las Vegas. So the Dolphins are going to beat the Raiders. The Raiders will be in the contention for the first round pick. The Saints are 1-0 without Dennis Allen. It's like they started 2-0 and they went 0-7. I gotta go Saints over the Browns in this one. Just Derek Carr comes back and it'd be 2 wins right off the bat for the Saints. So the Saints will be 4-7. It's Derek Carr. That's Camacho 47. So the Saints are a team that's going to start playing for pride, but then the fans are going to be upset that they're losing games, missing out on a top 5 draft pick. There's always that one team that wins games late. Colts and the Jets. The Jets are just a really big train wreck, to say the least. I think it is the Jets. That's Camacho 24. Just are the Colts going to find a way to beat the Jets, or are the Jets going to stay alive in the playoff picture with a big game against Miami? I mean, I don't care about that game. Honestly, are the Jets really going to stay in this? I mean, they're 2 games back, so I suppose the Jets could beat the Colts. You never know. Honestly, what's their record since Salah left? 1-4, something like that. I can honestly see 2-4 like Camacho the Jets. This is the Colts are just terrible. The Jets are just terrible. It's like, really, really. But anyway, 1-5 is Gamache of New York City. Whoever's playing that game, it really doesn't matter. Somehow, someway, the Jets stay in the playoff picture. I don't know. Maybe they get a chance to stay alive against Seattle to set up a big game against the Dolphins. I suppose that is possible. Packers and the Bears. Are you really going to believe the Bears are going to beat the Packers? I mean, they quit on their coach. Their coach is getting fired. Chicago's Camacho 46. The Bears going to fall to 4-6. The Packers improve to 7-3. Packers is Camacho 73. The Bears are another team that are in need of a high draft pick. The Bears haven't really beaten good teams this year, honestly. So I think the Packers are a straightforward prediction. Jaguars and the Lions. It's like if the Lions lose today to be 7-2. The Texans are winning right now. When you look at the Jaguars, I mean 2-8. They're 2-3 at home. They fall to okay. It's like I can't really see them winning their first away game at Detroit if they're 0-6 away. Maybe that does it for Doug Peterson. I don't know. I got the Lions to win that game. And, the Rams are going to beat the Patriots. The Rams, even if they were to lose against the Dolphins, the Rams are going to find a way to linger around and stay alive in the playoff picture. So I do like an even 5-5 to kind of stay alive in the wild card. Well, the Packers are 6-3. I mean, it's like the Rams, they got to keep up with the Cardinals. Because on the NFC side, the Packers are 6-3, but I can't see a loss against Chicago. And the Packers have played one more game against the Rams, so the Rams got to win to kind of keep on pushing, so to speak. Yeah, the Cardinals are for real. Ravens and Steelers, again, I did like Pittsburgh beating Washington. So the Ravens can come in and win this division. Jackson's Gamache 73. The Steelers fought at 7-3. New Orleans is Gamache 83. Or New Orleans, Louisiana. So the Ravens are going to win the game. Seahawks and the 49ers. The Seahawks are a terrible football team. In the 49ers, they are not facing off against Baker Mayfield. 49ers is 64. The Seahawks are irrelevant. They'll fought a 2-2 away at Levi's. It's Levi's, that's Gamache 22. The 49ers going to improve to 4-2 at home. It is, I want to say Geno Smith is 42 in the Gamachinator. Let me see. Smith, of course, is Gematria of 24. What about Geno? Yeah, Geno's Gematria 41. But the Seahawks have a terrible record against the conference. This should not change. The 49ers will improve to 4-3 in the conference. It is Seattle Seahawks. That's Gamache 43, like Super Bowl 48 at New Jersey. It's New Jersey. That's Gamache 43. So the 49ers going to win. It's going to set up some implications with the wild card against the Packers in case if the Cardinals win the division. So I do have 49ers winning that game. Falcons and the Broncos. It's the NFC South is pretty interesting. Look at that. So this is actually Tampa's off week. If the NFL were rigged, maybe the Falcons have an off game. I think it is Denver. That's Gamache 32. Definitely Broncos. Denver's 32, Broncos 32. Denver Broncos equals 64. So a strong performance against the Chiefs. I will back the Broncos to defeat Atlanta suddenly. Even if they lost against San Francisco and the Chiefs, the Buccaneers, they're going to be rewarded. They're going to stay alive in the divisional race. And then the Falcons are 6-5 and the Saints are 4-7. Suddenly the Saints are back into the equation. And they have the Rams and the Giants after playing the Browns. So with that being said, I do like Atlanta losing against Denver. Chiefs Bills. It's the Chiefs get closer to losing the game, and we need some drama. Chiefs is Gematria 50. The Bills would improve. They would win their 9th game of the year against the Chiefs, who won the 9th repeat in the history of the NFL. The Chiefs could fall to 9-1. They could fall to 4-1 away like Gematria Super Bowl. 9 straight wins, 9th repeat NFL history against the Niners. They could all end at a 9-0 record for Kansas City. So. And if the Chargers win next week, then they're 2 games back on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 9-1. The Bills are 9-2 with a tiebreaker. Suddenly, things start to become interesting in the AFC side. The Texans and the Cowboys. Cowboys are going to lose again. I mean, the Cowboys 3-7 and 3-8. They could go for 3-9 against New York. So yeah, Cowboys are going to lose. And the Bengals and the Chargers, if the Broncos, if they do win, Cincinnati and Denver has to be a game that features many implications. So by conclusion, the Bengals are going to defeat the Chargers, and the Bengals are going to keep on pushing for that playoff spot.